I would say over the last 10 years, the Fishlake National Forest and the Richfield Ranger District, we've been super aggressive with our fuels management program, doing a variety of different vegetation management improvement projects, from work in the pinyon and juniper areas all the way into the high country with our aspen and mixed conifer, cutting, piling, thinning, bullhog, mastication, chainings, prescribed burning. And I think those projects and the work that we did was really helpful with allowing firefighters to be able to take actions that maybe they wouldn't have been able to take otherwise here on the Monroe Canyon Fire. You know, a couple big prescribed burns that we've done, for example, Monument Peak is an area just north of the Cooperative guard station. We did a really big prescribed burn there in the neighborhood of a couple thousand acres, combined with all of the pinyon and juniper work that we've done in the lower country. I think about what this Monroe Canyon Fire could have done and the impacts that it could have had on the communities of Cooperative and Burrville. I'm also thinking about some prescribed burning that we did near Manning Meadows Reservoir. And that burn, here we are 7 years later, allowed firefighters to go in and be successful going direct and utilizing equipment and helping stop the southern progression. Third, I'm thinking about our Signal Peak prescribed burn that we did in fall of 23 near Annabella Reservoir, Deep Lake. Without that burn, fire very likely could have gone over that western edge, and we might have been having to fight fire up behind the community of Annabella. So just a variety of treatments across the board, I think all collectively really made a difference and gave firefighters opportunities that they wouldn't have had otherwise. All of the good work that we've been able to do over the last 10 years, we would not have been able to do all of that work at the large scale that we were doing that work without help and support from our partners.
So here in central Utah, we've got the Interagency Fire Center, and that has really helped us do a lot of mitigation work on the state, the private, the BLM, and the BIA. All of those partners have come together and done multiple fuels projects on the Monroe Canyon. Without that collaboration of all of those different agencies, I think the outcome of the Monroe Canyon would have been a lot different. It's not very often that you see fuels mitigation projects that go from state to private to forest to BLM, and that's one of the things that we've been able to achieve through that collaborative group. And hopefully the public sees the importance of maintaining that collaboration.
I mean, my experience, at least on the Monroe Mountain area, these ecosystems are incredibly resilient. You know, aspen is a species that depends on fire. It's more than just adapted, it depends on fire for its survival. You know, I know as people get back up on the mountain and they look around and they'll see a lot of these black areas, and it's not uncommon to just think, you know, gosh, it looks terrible, it looks ugly, how, you know, it's devastating. And I would just remind folks that just don't be too quick to judge, be patient. These areas, they'll bounce back, they'll recover. Pretty soon you'll see a green, new, lush forest growing, and it'll look great.